Good morning, everyone. I am Rohant Jai Singh, presenting author of the paper called Hard Concrete Slab System for Sustainable Construction. Construction industry has a significant impact on climate change. Almost 50% of the oil resources consumed across the planet are used in the construction industry, making it one of the least sustainable industry in the world. Also, by 2050, two-thirds of the global population will be urban. So, sustainable development cannot be achieved without significantly transforming the way we build and manage in our urban spaces. So to address the current crisis in the construction industry, as well as the rapid population growth, we need to move toward for a more sustainable approach to the building design process. So building with earth found to be the most sustainable and uh, environment friendly construction practice, which can be implemented to the modern construction industry as well. So there are many urban construction practices and technologies available for walling systems and for walling flooring systems, such as CSCV walls, rammed earth walls, mud concrete walls, Adobe floor systems, or mud concrete flooring system. Uh, however, there are no reliable technique is developed or adapted as a slab system using earthen materials. Also, when we are considering about the embodied energy part, 60 to 70% in a typical multi-story building structure exists within its flooring system. So if we can introduce an earthen slab system, that would be a significant step toward the zero carbon housing unit. So when you're considering about the possibility of construction slab system using earthen materials, the strength of the earthen material is comparatively low when compared with the conventional concrete. Therefore, it is not possible to create a typical flat slab system only by using earthen materials. So restraining the flat slab laterally can increase the loading capacity by almost 3 times due to an arching effect known as the compressive membrane action. So if a alternative slab system designed with the arching effect, it could significantly reduce the self-weight of the structure. After that, we consider about the singly curved shells and the doubly curved shells to implement it as a slab system. Here we found out that the doubly curved shells perform far better than the singly curved shells, as the geometrical stiffness is much higher. As for the material for the proposed slab system, a novel construction practice, mud concrete technique, was selected. So because of that, because the initial and operational cost is comparatively low when compared with the cement blocks or burn bricks, as well as the almost 92% of mud concrete element can be recycled and reused by crushing. So due to these facts, mud concrete was selected to use it as a main material. To develop the size and shape for the slab system, through literature, we identified that for a typical urban or suburban dwelling unit in Sri Lanka, column to column distance or wall to wall distance of 3 meters is typical. So for our doubly curved shell structure, 3 meter by 3 meter square footprint was selected, and for the size of the shell was selected as L by 10. So here L equal to the span, and the thickness of the shell and ballast loading was considered at 50 millimeter each. Here we model several loading case scenarios. So here we identify that the structure is safe against critical loading cases, and the figure only shows the maximum stresses of the bottom surface during the most critical case. As for the formwork designing for the construction, we identified that the two possible formwork, and it was designed using the Rhino 3D software and the Grasshopper scripting. First one is the raffle type steel formwork, and the second one is plywood framework to construct the masonry cement mold. Due to the ease of construction, plywood formwork design was selected to construct a masonry mold, which will be act as a formwork for the wall section later. So this is the mixed design of the concrete mud concrete mix, which was used for the construction. Additionally, to achieve better workability, water reducing admixture were also used. Here, this illustrates the complete construction sequence. We pour the mud concrete mix in two separate steps. One is for the shell structure and then the ballast loading. It shows in the 7th and 10th figures. For the cost comparison and embodied energy calculation, comparative cost for typical RCC slab system and doubly curved earthen slab system, and also for the concrete slab with the same structural form was calculated as follows. So according to the cost summarization part, 48% of cost reduction can be expected from doubly curved earthen slab system, while for the concrete slab with the same structural form was found to be 18%. Similar trends were observed in the embodied energy for doubly curved shells with earthen materials. When we move to the results and discussion part, actually nominal thickness for the both shell and ballast loading was selected as a 50 millimeter, and for the construction part, masonry mold method as the formwork is cost efficient method for small scale project. However, an improved formwork system, which is reusable along with the modular construction, can spread out the formwork cost among multiple earthen shell slabs. So steel rappel type formwork would be ideal for due to its reusability. When you're considering about the cost reduction part, actually almost 50% of the cost can be minimized by this slab system. For further cost reduction, we can incorporate the construction demolition waste into the ballast loading. So it would be a practical application to the system. As for this cell phase reduction part, we identify that if we can use like aerated concrete or lightweight mud concrete mixture to improve the mix design, we can further reduce the cell fate also. As for the labor cost, in this method, labor cost of the earthen shell is slightly higher than the reinforced concrete slab system due to the labor intensive soil sieving process. So this may also impact the programming of the construction work, but such costs are likely to go down as novel technologies get widely adopted. As for the future works, we are hoping to build an actual scale modeling next year to further investigate slab system under dynamic loading as well as the seismic loading. Also, we are hoping to further improve our designs to construct possible hybrid systems. Thank you.